Dan Waters and Leila Del Duca wrap up their hero team up in a wonderful, fun and action-packed way as Superman and Wonder Woman swap enemies and help one another out in order to save the world from a heat death. Dan Waters ties up the ending of his team story in a thoroughly satisfying way that gives ample time for both heroes and shows just how much they've grown since their solo Future State books. I really enjoyed Superman being portrayed very similarly to an all-star Superman, a hero who is trying to save everyone and everything even before it happens, and it's having an adverse effect on him since after all, John is half human. It's one of the things that sets him apart from other Supermen and giving him this somewhat handicap of being half human, meaning he needs food and sleep and rest, and it's great since he still rises to the challenge of being a Superman. Wonder Woman also growing into someone who is still a little bit brash, but is thinking about what to do when combating a villain and coming up with a plan instead of rushing in is just great. The swapping of villains was really fun as well, and I always love when heroes swap their villains since it leads to some creative action, and here was no different. It was a lot of fun seeing Yara battle Solaris and use one of her past adventures and experience she had on that to deal with the sun. I really do hope we actually get to see that adventure that was referenced here in the Wonder Girl book or in some other adventure book of hers, since it sounds like it would be a lot of fun. Leila Del Duca again delivers some fantastic and fun looking artwork, and again I'm really reminded of All-Star Superman's artwork, and even more so here with how John is portrayed very much like that Superman. Her pages with the black holes and the stuff set in space look so damn good, with Nick Filardi's bright colours on top of it just making everything pop. I really do wish though we had gotten more splash pages, since the one splash page Leila does in this issue was so damn awesome to look at, and she designs a beautiful looking setup in it. Future State Superman and Wonder Woman issue 2 was a fantastic wrap up to Superman and Wonder Woman's team up, delivering fun lore from both heroes' histories and some great and creative villains. I very much enjoyed that there was some thought put into how the heroes will deal with these villains since they were quite unique to each of the heroes, and I enjoyed that there was a swap since it was very fun to see each hero tackle the others in a very different way from what they would usually be tackled in. There's also hints at some really great adventures from the heroes in their past, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they get written in one of the upcoming Infinite Frontier books or somewhere else, since they all sounded very intriguing. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Future State Superman Wonder Woman issue 2 finds a very disorientated Superman stumble into the Fortress of Solitude, where he finds the alarms going off. He knows the fortress is under attack, but going into the inner sanctum, he finds Wonder Woman is there trying to saddle up a blue flaming horse. The horse bucks her off as Superman tells Kelex to silence the alarm. John approaches the horse, calming it down, as Yara is glad he's finally there, but the man doesn't remember anything, learning that he passed out mid-air and luckily no one was hurt. Yara says that she brought him to the fortress and that he was barely conscious enough to let them in. John asks what she did to his trophy room, so Yara explains she needed some space, reminding John that she promised to handle Kuat, who is a sore loser, and when he lost to Solaris, he was so upset he challenged Yara to a race around the world, and if she was to win, he would stand down. Yara knows that it's doable, and the horse in the fortress is Kuat's brother's mount, the headless mule, which she's going to use if she can get the damn beast bridled, but he is being frustrating. John corrects her, telling her the mule is a she. John thanks his friend since Solaris' red sunlight affected him more than he realized. Suddenly, John demands to know what time it is, grabbing his alarm and racing to another room in the fortress, learning he's just in time to fulfill his promise. Yara wonders if he ever just stops as she finds John disappearing into a black hole, soon returning with a weapon of some type as well as a planet. Yara asks what he's doing, learning the room is tuned to resonate through an alternate dimension, and it's there he found a planet's distress signal while traveling with the Legion of Superheroes in the 31st century, and the planet was about to be pulled into a black hole, so he designed a black hole gun with Ryan Choi, which he shoots at the black hole and causes its accretion disk to grow, so it can't pull any more matter into it, thus saving the planet. Yara simplifies it, saying that he basically force-fed a black hole until it threw up, and John knows the planet is out of danger now, but if the black hole was destroyed, it would collapse their orbit, so he needs to go back into the black hole every day and try at 10:30 on the dot, since it could be their last day if he doesn't. Upon realizing that John does this every day, Yara asks when was the last time that John took a day off. John asks if she knows when the last time the world almost came to an end, since he does, and he doesn't mean via Solaris or Brainiac or Darkseid, but by humanity's own doing, since when they both started out as heroes, humans were at a tipping point, and he's felt every fraction of a degree the planet has warmed, heard every crack of ice as permafrost turns to slush, and he's seen desperate people turn on each other and do cruel things, but humanity managed to turn it around and make the world like it always should have been. But thanks to being half human, he feels all of the nasty little bits of their nature sneaking back in, and they need to stay accountable, and that's his job, to make sure they look after everyone every day, since he's Superman. Yara can see John is so tired, wondering if he thinks the world could live without a Superman, but John just doesn't know. Soon Kuat calls to Wonder Woman, telling her that it's time for their race as Solaris demands Superman come face him. John says that he doesn't have time to be tired, readying to fight Solaris, but Wonder Woman knows he'll pass out again from the energy. John knows that there is no one else that could deal with his brute strength and shoulder that burden as Yara grabs the black hole gun, saying humans survived before they had a Superman, before they had John and Clark, and while they often need a kick in their rear, people are also smart, and John needs to loosen up a little. Yara knows her brute strength is smarter than Solaris's brute strength, and with a plan in motion, Superman goes to confront Kuat, who is angered Yara isn't there to face him. John says that he doesn't really believe in gods, but wonders how his myth would fare if he won a race against Superman. Kuat's arrogance makes him agree to the race with Superman as Wonder Woman confronts Solaris, saying that Superman double booked himself today, so she's going to face him instead. The Tyrant Sun only wants Superman though, but Yara says that if she is defeated, Superman has agreed that the world will be his. Solaris is taken aback that a human is facing him, but Yara calls herself human-ish as Superman heads into space with Kuat, told that there will be a 300-lap race around the world. John knows the last time he did that, Kuat caused chaos all over the Earth, wanting to take the race out to Pluto and back 300 times. Kuat gleefully agrees to the challenge as Wonder Woman fires the black hole gun at the Tyrant Sun, who thanks Yara for the gift of more atomic energy, wanting to return it tenfold onto the Earth. Superman begins losing the race, with Kuat gloating as he laps ahead of the hero, passing him in the darkness of space. The exhausted John tells the horse to go a little faster, not wanting her to worry about him. Yara meanwhile says that she's not good with the science stuff, but one time she was pulled to the end of time by the Greek fates, and one thing she remembers from at the end of the universe is that the stars were blue. Solaris begins turning into a blue star, told by Yara blue stars happen when a red dwarf burns too hot and they exhaust all of their hydrogen. Yara also knows that thanks to the change in temperature and color, Superman should be back to full strength soon. Solaris races away through space defeated as Wonder Woman contacts John, telling him the red sun is gone. Superman says he can feel it, thanking the horse for the lift as he races at full speed back to Earth, confronting Kuat, telling the god he flew his laps and more, just for good measure, meaning that he wins the race. Kuat thinks that he must have cheated, but John calms him, not wanting to take his godhood or anything away from him. Kuat, however, intensifies the sun's power, hurting John at a cellular level as he proclaims that he is the sun itself and everything that is him, and he is the one person who powers Superman's cells, threatening to make them all burst like piñatas, and then all of the people of the world will understand his power. Superman flies towards the sun as Kuat demands to know what he's doing, but Superman punches the sun's fiery surface, which in turn hurts Kuat, knocking him out cold. Heading down to the fortress, John meets with Yara, who asks if John really did punch the sun, since she thought he didn't believe in gods, and the way he dealt with that was a very believing way to deal with a god. John says he's trying to loosen up a little as Kuat comes to, saying that he can't wait to tell everyone that he fought Superman and Wonder Woman to a standstill, and the people will never doubt the sun again. Yara goes to hit the god, but John stops her, sarcastically agreeing with Kuat, having Yara join in as well. The next day, Wonder Woman returns from the black hole, telling the arriving John that she had this covered and he need not be there. John, who has arrived with breakfast, knows he figures she deserves some breakfast as the heroes say good morning to Earth.